into $250,000 within a year. I wanted to share this story with you so that it inspires you, it empowers you, it motivates you, and it's one of those stories where I take a goal and or a person from where they are to where they want to be in lightning speed. So this story is my own story. I've struggled in my life many times, ups and downs of an entrepreneur. So I did at one point become very poor. I was trying to search for the right word, but there's no word in saying that you are deep poo poo. So that's what I was in. I had only $250 in my back pocket and an idea. The idea was this is I just had my first book approved for publishing by a major French publisher. And I knew it was going to be published that month, June 14th, 2013. I remember the date. And so I was very excited to get it published. But the idea that I had is, and to be totally frank and honest, I really didn't know about upsells or cross sells or funnels or websites or how to get a person that buys a book to buy a $20,000 product, uh, program. Really, none of that. All I knew is that I had a book that was going to be published. I was broke and I could do better, not only with my life, but with what I had to offer. And I had spent about, I'd say, 5 years searching and researching the subject that eventually not only gave one book, but gave a series of a lot of books. I now have 40 published books, not on the same subject, evidently. But at that time, the subject was the law of attraction. And I knew I had mastered something that nobody else saw. I had the secret sauce, the magic powder, and I knew that what I had was very unique and nobody else had it. And what I had was actually a system. It was I'd say, the mechanism of making the law of attraction work. And what was missing, I believed and still believe, is that people don't utilize it in the proper sequence. And it's like having a lock and you don't know the proper combination. And I figured out the combination that certain things had to be done in a certain time, in a certain procedure, in order for people, me, uh, to attract everything I've ever wanted. And then I started teaching it to others and I saw enormous changes occur. And so what I did with that idea that I knew I had something special and I had something I thought was really cool. But more than that is I thought, what if I started thinking about the best result possible, which is always good when you're working with the law of attraction, right? So I thought the best result possible would be that my book actually becomes super successful. That would be so cool, right? And so I said, but what then? What then? What happens after that? Let's say if it is really successful and people really find out about me and really like me, and that's it, they would only have a book. It felt like it was really limited and not enough for everything I knew about the subject. A book was just a few pages of that knowledge, and I thought I could give so much more. So what did I do? I started building my own website. So I built a website, and to be transparent again, I knew how to build websites because I learned coding when coding, nobody knew what that was in the 80s and 90s. And actually, yeah, in the 80s, 88, I had my first coding class. And I think we were the first in the universe to have coding classes back in the 1985. So prehistoric times for some of you watching. So basically, I started building my website. It didn't look good. It didn't, it wasn't perfect, but I didn't care. Perfection was not what I was looking. I was looking to trends to give my, not give, of course, sell what my knowledge to all the people that might know me from my first book. So I built a website. I created a first digital product that is still selling really well. And to be, I'm very proud to say that it actually changed the lives of thousands of people in the world. And it even saved a lot of lives. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very humbled by that too. And the way I did it, so I had my $250 that was just enough for me to, buy the theme, get the GoDaddy, the domain name, and start, move my butt. And because I didn't have zero, of course, marketing dollars, because out of those $250, I also had to eat. So I didn't have any marketing dollars. I wouldn't even have known back then how to advertise what I had. I didn't know how to advertise a website. I kind of started flirting with SEO. I had at one point I had my website become number one, but it didn't last very long. So I was kind of twiddling with it, but it wasn't my biggest forte. And so I knew that that wasn't my strength, that I shouldn't spend energy there. I knew I had one strength, and the strength is what you watch, is that I love doing videos. I love speaking in public, and I love being on camera. And so I thought, well, that's one thing that I feel really comfortable doing and that I can do a lot of. And so I set myself a goal to make at least 200 YouTube videos that year in French to follow up the um, with the book. And also I started writing one blog a day. I thought I'm going to have one blog a day on my website, and I'm going to have at least maybe one video a day on YouTube. And by the end of the year, I can't believe that I won't make a lot of money. Actually, I needed money by the end of that week to be more specific. So I created the product, the digital product, and then I built my platform. Nowadays, I would suggest people building the platform before building the digital products, but back then I didn't know much, and all I wanted was to get this product out so that people can buy it as soon as they find out about my book. Because my book was actually, I believe, if a lot of people were touched by it, I believe that was my platform. That was the way people were going to know about me and, Google me and try to find me and eventually find this website. And of course, with every YouTube videos that I made, it gave a lot of backlinks to the website. And with every blog that I built every day, well, it built up also the SEO of the website. And so the other concept that I had that I'm sharing is that I didn't want to use, because usually they say buy a domain that says what you're doing, lawofattraction.com. But I thought I want to go beyond that. I want to create a brand so that when people I would be the only one having the brand. And so people would just Google the brand and I would have no competition, correct? Because if you are the brand, like Nike is Nike, you're not going to Google who wears, what shoes are called Nike. It's the brand. So I created a brand called Attractitude because it was the attitude to attractitude. And I thought it was kind of cool. So I created attractitude.com, my French website, and I started promoting just that website because I thought I'm going to build a brand, build a community around the brand, and I'm going to start selling. And I didn't need much sales to actually get out of the rut. If I only sold a few of my digital products, I could pay the rent, I could eat. So it wasn't like I didn't need a lot of sales to start with. And the first sale happened, and I remember the first time somebody bought and paid via PayPal, and I received a payment on my phone. I was like, "Yeah, I'm on to something." And then I found out that my videos were actually watched. Some of my videos are watched quite a lot, and like hundreds of thousands of views. And I realized that I was actually impacting the lives of people and actually changing the lives of people. Therefore, I'm now doing the same thing in English, as you can see. But Attractitude stayed in French. I'm using my name as my brand because it's unique enough, I think, to be noticed and to be out there, especially now after 40 books. It's quite a different, I'm a kind of a different person than I was 7 years ago. Only 7 years. I can't believe it. Now I'm a film producer and a screenwriter and a international speaker and a coach and a business a guru. And back then I was really like the incognito with $250 in my pocket. So how I did it was like that. So I built that funnel. I built a website. I had, and so the emailing list started building up because I was sending everybody from my website, from the YouTube videos onto the blogs. The people were subscribing to my channel. They were subscribing to my website. I started having a big funnel. I launched my first product, my only product back then. Now I have over 40 digital products on my French website, and I'm starting to build them on the English website. I actually created right now, today, it launched my University of Success in French, which is a membership platform where people can subscribe and access hundreds of hours of my French self-development and business development classes, which I'm going to soon have in English as well. So, so I'm going to go beyond this for success. So I started selling these classes, and then I built some more, and I created cross sells, upsells. Then I started really learning about funnels, about webinars, about and I still, within that year, I never put one ad on Facebook or anywhere. People just were gravitating organically towards my products and towards my videos, because also I was very transparent, I was very blunt, I was very direct. I was myself, and that was my brand. And so, if you want to go from where you are to where you want to be and become a rock star, you can definitely hire me. But I hope, in any case, this little video helped you understand that anything is possible, first of all. And secondly, that you really need to have a concept of something that is sellable, and then really push, find one way that you're very, very good, whether it's YouTube videos, whether it's Instagram posts, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, somewhere where you're strong, and develop that strength. Don't spread yourself too thin everywhere and lose your energy, but focus on one way to reach your audience, and then just massively create content, because content is king and lists are gold. You want to have a huge list, so you do want to have a funnel, a subscribers button, and create an email marketing technique that will get you upsells and cross sells, and that you will that way scale your business like I did, to eventually have earning $50,000 a month. So I hope, and now beyond. So I hope this helps. Please share the video so you can inspire and empower someone in your turn on in return. Paid forward. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more of these little nuggets. And I hope I meet with you, speak with you, and I hope I can help you get to the next level of your success. Bye.